Makeup, please.
You're live.
Oh.
Like, no.
30 seconds. Ten seconds.
Good evening, good evening. This is Lady Estelle and the Street Soldier Crew, and we are back. Is this our first Sunday of 2026? And we are spending it with you. Your host this evening is delighted to see that we are still here. We are still alive and free, and your host is Dr. Josephine Marshall Jr.
Thank you, Lady E. Thank you so much. We are once again back doing our thing, keeping you alive and free. It has been forever. It seems like since we have been on. We took a break for Christmas. We took a break for New Year's. Man, but we're back. We're back. You know we was coming back. We was coming back. We just needed, a little holiday thing like everybody. And we're ready to go with a whole bunch of new shows this year. Doing what we always do, trying to keep you alive and free in an insane world. Oh my God, there's so much to cover. And I hope everybody had just the best of holidays and yeah. So I got to say hello to everyone. Say hello to the crew. Say hello to Ann. Say hello to Sir. I'm calling him Sir Michael as we begin this year. Sir Michael. Sir.
Hello and Happy New Year.
Yes, sir.
Sir. And Lady E, you are just delightful as always. Wonderful to hear you. You are muted.
Hello and Happy New Year.
New Year and Happy New Year. Okay. Well, where's the soul? Soul not here yet? He told me he's gonna be here. I said, so be here early. Be here early. He's gonna be here. So, there's a lot to cover. And of course, we have a wonderful topic for you tonight. And of course, want you to jump in. We're gonna always try to take as many calls as we can during this hour, 8 to 9 hour on Street Soldiers. So, but before we do that, can we just give the Niner gang some love? Can we give the Niner gang some love? I mean,
hey,
that was just an amazing. I sat there and I was like, they can't win this. No, they ain't got nobody left. They have me, Mike, and Lady Estelle playing for them. All the players are hurt, right? And I'm gonna tell you, they gritted that game out and ended up on the winning side in Philadelphia. And I have somebody who listens to the show regularly. He's probably listening right now, and he's so upset because he's a Philly fan. And Lady E, he's like, he calls the Niners the whiners. I don't, haters do when haters hate. I'm not gonna say who he is. I don't want to bust him.
No, you have to tell.
Okay.
I have to reveal.
But
why would we call them whiners?
Because football fans are.
But okay.
Yeah, but he lost, so it don't matter, right? He lost. So the improbable season continues, and we're on to Seattle. We have split 1-1. What you think about that one coming up?
I'm not gonna think about that too.
Okay, yeah, you gonna enjoy the night first.
Gonna enjoy the night.
Yeah.
It's a lot. It's a lot, man.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Good game.
Yeah.
Congratulations to the Niners.
Yeah.
Congratulations to the coaching staff.
Yeah.
It's always fun beating the Eagles are becoming our rival, one of our rivalry teams. Really wasn't that way before, but it's a fun rivalry. And yeah, man.
Yeah, some people saying this made up for was it 3 years ago when Purdy got hurt in Philly? And
we would have won that game.
Okay.
goes to show we
Okay.
could have won that game.
Okay. That goes to show how much injuries play, right?
Or not play.
With
us.
Well, right now,
exactly.
like I'm saying,
But the quarterback, that's a big deal.
Quarterback's a big deal. All right. It's just nice to have it one more week and on to Seattle. Okay. I gotta say, everybody, I don't know how you celebrated. I guess everybody celebrated well, but I just want to highlight something we did that was just wonderful. And I don't know, I'm curious how many people did. We had Kwanzaa. We celebrated Kwanzaa. We celebrated Christmas. We celebrated, by some of the reasons, but maybe the highlight was us celebrating Kwanzaa with all the young people at the club. And I'm saying that because Kwanzaa is a community celebration. Have Christmas in your home, you go out and hang out New Year's and whatever they do. And I ain't going nowhere because people crazy. But Kwanzaa is a community celebration, and it was wonderful. First time at the club in a while. It's beautiful, and you were there. It was amazing. It's just like, it was a great way to end it and begin the year. In fact, part of what we sort of the spin on tonight is based on what Kwanzaa is all about, and I'll let Lady E explain that. But Mike, did you do any Kwanzaa stuff over the break? Participating in the Kwanzaa, or
I shared the days.
Okay.
Dates.
The principles.
The principles.
Yeah, principles. All right, nice. We're trying to get our young people to live a Kwanzaa life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just so good to see you, my brother.
What's happening, family? Happy New Year, everybody.
Oh, brother. Yeah.
I know you and Mike happy with that football game today.
We are. Ain't gonna lie. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it was improbable.
Hey, my teams ain't even in, so I ain't got nothing to say about it.
The whole season was
good luck next week.
Thank you.
Yeah. Are you saying that it can't happen again?
Hey, it happened today. Anything can happen. I didn't think it was gonna happen today. So
I didn't think it was gonna happen. It is my team.
Like I told you, sometimes you think you're gonna win, that's when you lose. Sometimes you don't think you're gonna, you think you're gonna lose and you win. So that's sports.
It was amazing.
All I know, Mike wants a parade. And if he gets it, he don't care how he gets it.
Yeah, I want a parade. Yeah, but not tonight. Yeah, I want a parade.
No, I mean next month.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
So.
No, Mike wants tickets to the Super Bowl because if they make it, that's
okay. And a parade.
He's here.
I'm gonna try to sneak in. Get my Fillmore wiggle on. You mess around and sneak into the Super Bowl. That'd be an epic story. That'd be pretty cool to tell kids.
So you see the headlines? Fillmore Mike apprehended.
Dang.
Trying to sneak into the Super Bowl.
At least I went out.
If you're on social media.
Man.
Cause see, I mean, it's
hard.
Man, when I was a kid going to I lived in LA, right? I used to sneak into the Rams games, man. Really?
Yeah, speaking of that, are you really a Niner fan?
Yes, stop. Come on. No, but but if I hadn't made it, nobody would have known.
But that you were a Ram fan.
When I was a kid,
that you were you was getting in there into the.
I got it.
Would they play at the Rose Bowl?
At the Coliseum.
Got it.
I literally walked from my house to the Coliseum, sneak in, watch the game. Yeah,
Mike, he is definitely a Niners fan.
Okay. Oh, I thought he was.
No, trust me, I know. I live with this man. He is a Niners fan all the way back to Montana to Rice.
I love it.
But the point I'm making is, if I had got caught, nobody would know it, right?
Yeah, because there's no cameras.
Now you got cameras everywhere. Everybody got a camera, and you go Mike, don't do it.
I ain't gonna go out like that.
Unless you want, some fame for I
ain't gonna go like
that. But I like it. I like your thinking though.
Yeah.
Man, you film on Mike. You ain't got to sneak in nowhere. You just show up.
So
Come on in, Mike. That's what they gonna say.
If you listening, man, I'm trying to stay alive and free. Hey, I'm the man. You need a chaperone, San Francisco, the Bay Area. Oh yeah, one of them tech guys, AI billionaires, was listening.
Yeah, one of them.
They'll put us on.
Put you on.
Yeah,
put on film on.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, there's so many ugly stories that we got to deal with. And that's why we got to start off with this. In fact, I was telling the if it wasn't for sports, it's like right now, the only relief in this insane, insane world to me. It's just like,
I
so we
call
do
sports the big distraction, but
Yeah.
actually today I didn't mind the distraction. Usually I don't want it, but I took it for a few hours today.
Yeah, and it's because it's just a few hours, and then we come back to couple things before we get to the ugliness. All right, and more I didn't get to talk to you about this before. Before the break, the great Terrence Crawford retired from boxing. Did you know that?
Oh
Yes.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you saw that. Yeah, he have nothing else to prove.
Went out on top.
But those guys usually don't stay retired, so we'll see. Money, money and a big payday will bring
Right.
you back.
Right.
Floyd did it a couple times.
Mhm.
A lot of
Manny Pacquiao.
Okay, Manny. Oh, Manny might fight
He might fight again.
Oh yeah, let's talk about that. Okay. Someone who was a Bay Area legend, historic Richmond Park Ranger Betty Reed Soskin died at the age of
rest in peace.
104.
Wow.
And that's the way you're supposed to go.
Yeah. Oh.
That's Lady E. That's the way you're supposed to do it. Natural causes. Anybody get to the century mark, you're just like, oh man, a life well lived. And it's funny because she did really lead a life well lived, a life of service. 104 Betty Soskin. We salute you. Soul, thanks for sending that. It's a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful story.
Wonderful lady.
Wonderful lady. All right, now it's time.
Oh, Doc, one more. Somebody passed away this week in the entertainment world. Anybody remember the actor named T.K. Carter? If you grew up in the 80s like I did, you remember his name and face. Just passed away, I think, this weekend. Rest in peace to Mr. T.K. Carter.
I do remember T.K. Carter, but it's funny. I was looking at all the credits that he had been in, and the role I remember him from wasn't listed in any of the movies or the TV shows that I saw.
Which one do you remember him in? Good Times?
It wasn't Good Times.
Punky Brewster.
No,
I remember him, Punky Brewster.
It was some, and I was trying to think of it.
Well, he was in a movie called The Thing.
Designing Women.
No, I don't think
that was him in Design. No, that wasn't him.
Him in Designing.
No, it wasn't him. You right.
No, it was some movie or some TV show that
He did a lot of stuff. And
maybe he was as a director or something else, but seemingly I just remember him. But T.K. Carter, yeah, great, wonderful person, wonderful Hollywood. Had to celebrate him. Okay, can we get to you ready for the ugliness? All right. And this stuff would happen whether we were here or not, because it seems like something is going on every single day. And of course, where do we want to start? Since we have been gone, the United States has seized Venezuela. Just went and took over a country. I mean, just like it's mine, Yeah, it's like I'm going in, taking your stuff, and now I'm seizing you and take you over. I'm gonna run you. What they do? Arrested the president, Maduro, right? Brought him back here. Gonna put him on trial, and of course, your president. I ain't calling my president. Your president is going to now run Lady E, the country of Venezuela. Well, he can't really run America or run his own business, but that's just Dr. Marshall talking. Y'all can have your own thoughts about that, man. All right, that's one. Okay, all right. Woman is dead in Minneapolis after shooting involving immigration officers.
Hey, Nicole.
Yeah, we're conducting targeted operations in Minneapolis, and this is the thing after the Venezuela thing that has got the country in such an uproar. And say her name again. I'm sorry.
Renee.
Yes.
Nicole Good.
Yes, Renee Nicole Good.
Why?
So I don't know where to begin with this. Have you seen the video? Everybody seen the video? Malcolm, you seen it?
I don't like watching them videos, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So it's not like I analyzed it. I saw a little clip though.
Yeah. Yeah. So to my eyes, and everybody can have their opinion, ain't no way you should have shot that woman. Ain't no way. No way. Hey, to me. All right. Okay. All right. Of course, the administration came out immediately saying it was justified. He was in fear of his life, blah, 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 blah. And, everybody, will have their opinion. And it's fun. It's that thing about juries, and lady, there's two people can see the same thing and see something completely different, I guess. Or some people want to see what they want, or people can see what they want to see.
Yes.
Based on their point of view.
But also, you're right. People can see two different things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. What I saw was that, no, ain't no way. No way. And I don't know if he just want to shoot somebody, feared for his life, the whole bit.
Can I say this, Doc, too? There's one person who doesn't care, or, if it was justified or not justified. That's her kid.
Right. Of course.
Before we go into was it right, was it wrong? Somebody lost their life.
Yes. Yes.
It's almost like we jump over that part.
Yep.
Of course.
We so glossed over, we just so used to that, like that's nothing. And so we just got to remember that that's somebody's child, that's somebody's mother, and they were taken away from them.
You remember the topic of the show we did, the last show we did, what keeps you doing right, what keeps you doing wrong. And we wanted to celebrate those people who don't do those kind of things. Yeah. And one of the things I said, my bad and I'm sorry never really works. So this was not a case of that. And because it involves law enforcement, so-called law enforcement, it's really interesting to me because and Mike and Lady E and Malcolm, just about most police departments do not allow you to discharge a firearm at a moving vehicle, period. Right. That's become pretty much the accepted practice, right? In San Francisco, for example, and I quote, the use of force policy in San Francisco, which, yours truly was involved in putting together. An officer shall not discharge a firearm at the operator or occupant of a moving vehicle unless the operator or occupant poses an immediate threat of death or serious bodily image to the public, okay, or the officer by means other than the vehicle. Other than the vehicle, right? So the vehicle can't be and there was I'm not going to say the woman's name, but there was a case in the city where, an officer shot and killed this woman. And it became another lightning rod for the San Francisco PD. Let's see, officers shall not discharge a firearm from his or her moving vehicle. And that is the policy for a number of police departments around saying, only because that's what they always said. I fear it for my life. It's sort of like your stand your ground law, which I really don't get, which was Trayvon Martin's thing. I'm standing my ground because I thought. Right. Trayvon didn't have a gun and she didn't have a gun. Right. So that is, I don't know if ICE has any use of force policy that governs what they do at all. I'm just, you unleash a so-called force like that on people and they're not bound or constricted by anything. I would be curious. Sure. Seriously, this is not in there.
I think he was the one who trained people how to use. He had 10 years.
Well, and he had been involved, again, and folks and correct me if I'm wrong, had been involved in an incident earlier where he was sort of, I believe, traumatized in some way. I don't know if you saw that, Ann. And, I know we were very, how can I say this, thoughtful about putting officers who had been through something like that right back in the force. But I'm just reading you what it says in many police departments around the country when it comes to shooting at moving vehicles. And then since then, federal agents shot 2 more people in Portland. Oh, okay. All right. Is that a good way to start the new year?
Also, the story has been coming out about the gentleman, Keith Porter, who is deceased now, who was, and this is in Los Angeles, who was shot and killed by an off-duty ICE agent as well. So I think that might have happened on New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, but all 3 of these cases are kind of come to the mainstream this week.
And just to show you that violence continues everywhere, locally also, Antioch police have identified and ID'd a suspect I don't have the person's name. I could say it because they're looking for him in the shooting of an 11-year-old girl.
Oh.
So you sent me that.
Yeah, that one hurts.
Yeah, they all hurt. And my point is they all hurt. Whether they local, whether they statewide, whether they national. She was riding in the car and some dude played Wow Antioch and shot her, right? So they have ID'd the suspect and they are looking for him. All right.
Last time I checked, she was recovering in the hospital.
Yes.
I'll double check right now as we're on the air.
Thank you, sir. She is still alive, and we are praying for her and her family. So, before we go to tonight's question, I really want to thank all of you who don't do that stuff, right? Who don't do things like that. Thank you very much. And again, and you know this, people, folks. That's why our job is so hard. We're about keeping people alive.
Right.
Look at all these stories, locally, nationally. I ain't talking about the world. I'm talking about the world.
Yeah.
So, we're trying to keep people alive and free in a world full of violence. So this is what we want to do tonight. Sir Miguel. I call him Sir Michael. Sir Michael. We want to do tonight. We want to start off by the New Year's. People have New Year's resolutions. We're going to put our own spin on that. We're going to ask you a question. We want you to join in because it is New Year. And we ask the young people, but theirs. And but we're gonna do it a little different. We're gonna take a little bit of a Kwanzaa take on it. And we're gonna use this, we're gonna throw not just resolution, but some reflection. So Lady E, why don't you tell the listening audience and the watching audience what we do with our young people when it comes to getting ready for the new year and the challenge we give them, and they actually responded to it very well. So we won't ask you to do this, Street Soldiers, but we'll ask you to be serious about reflecting. Okay, Lady E?
And so, if I may, Dr. Marshall, just to share the Kwanzaa perspective, the first day, the last day of Kwanzaa is the first day of the new year. And that day for Kwanzaa is referred to as the day of meditation. The day of meditation. And what that means is everyone is asked to ask themselves 3 questions. 1, who am I? 2, am I who I say I am? Am I who I say I am? And the third question is, am I all I ought to be? Am I? Am I who I say I am? And am I all that I ought to be? And so, Dr. Marshall, I know that you said that we're going to ask them to take a different take on it. And so I'm not sure if you want to go in the direction of, am I who I say I am? Or if you want to go in the direction of, am I all I ought to be? And what do I need to do to be about being all that I ought to be? Which direction did you want to go with that?
Well, I want to put them in a reflective mood, not necessarily those questions, because those.
Okay. Well, then so I am so glad I brought that to you, because that is the Kwanzaa perspective. So why don't you go ahead and then put them in that reflective mood with that reflective question that you have for them.
And that is, as I ask these questions of our listening audience and to call us at 877-955-1061, think of New Year's resolutions that people do normally, and then think of the reflection that Kwanzaa asks you, right? Those are the questions that we ask our young people. And it took them out of the, well, I'm gonna lose weight, all that kind of thing, to like really thinking about their lives. So we're not gonna go those particular, but we are gonna ask you is, January 2026 is here, right? It is a new year, right? And so we're gonna ask you, what would you like to see in 2026 for yourself, right? For your community, for your city, for the country, and for the world. What would you like to see, right? What would you like to see in this turning of the leaves, turning of the year, turning of the calendar? What would you like to see in 2026 for yourself, for your community, for your city, for your country, and for the world? And I may ask you if you celebrate a little Kwanzaa, and if you, of course, if you want to, reflect deeper and go on Lady E's questions, you are entitled to do that also. 877-955-1061. We're going to ask you that. This is your chance. As I always say, there's a lot of podcasts, but this is the only show where the people can call in. That's what I like about this. We get to listen to you. We want to hear your voices, what you think. 877-955-1061. Please go beyond just, I'm gonna wait. I want to do this too. What would you like to see for yourself in 2026, for your community, for your city, for the country, and for the world? And, if you call in, fine. If you don't call in, I'd like to hear. 877-955-1061. We will begin. Well, we got a call already because I was going to go down, but we're always here to reflect on what we got. Caller, you are on. Welcome back. Street Soldiers is on for 2026. What's your name, where you coming from, and what's your thoughts? What would you like to see? Hi.
Talia from Oakland.
Hi, Talia.
The long-awaited call, and my thoughts, we just need more love and unity in 2006. We can pour that into ourselves, and then it would come out into our children and our communities. But I think if we're leading with love, 2025 lacked a lot of love, passion.
Yeah.
And I think that's the main thing, just because you never know what a person is going through.
Right.
You never know a person's past.
Right.
We thrive off of rumors these days, and I'm a victim myself. These phones and these computers, they're not always accurate. So when you look at something, you have to really decipher: am I looking at or hearing something that's true? And before you make a decision, you go to that person. Go to that person, or go to, just have love and have compassion before you decide automatically off of something. 2025 was just a horrible year for rumors and lack of love.
I got to ask you, to me, that advice has always been around. Almost seems like old school now. Why do people not do that? Is that they just, maybe they
it's not popular.
It's not popular. Okay.
It's not popular right now. It's not something that's pushed right now. Right now, we're kind of going back into the days of silencing ourselves, so to speak, because we're scared to speak out. We're scared to speak up. We're scared to look like we're weak, amongst others who might not have the same thoughts as us. So we suppress ourselves. And that seems to have been the motto of 2025 is suppression. Suppress our thoughts, suppress our feelings, suppress the truth. And then, 2006, it was a year of truth, honestly. It was truth. We're living in truth and living in love, light, and compassion.
I'm with you, huh?
And I think that's what we're missing.
Oh, in the words of Stevie Wonder, love's in need of love today. I like that. 877-955-1061. She says we need love and unity in the world. If we have one, do we have one?
Yeah.
Okay, you are on Street Soldiers. Your name, where you're calling from, and what would you like to see in 2026 for yourself, your community, the city, and where you can take any one of those? Hi.
Hi, my name is Malik Washington. I'm known as Malik Washington, the on-the-spot reporter. You're a soldier for change. I'm calling from San Francisco, the beautiful city of San Francisco.
Got you.
What I want this year for my community is what I want to do is I want to amplify the voices in the struggle of the dwindling Black community in San Francisco. I want to amplify, right? There has to be some equity in our community. We are being ignored in City Hall, and we really need Black media to unify and to amplify our struggles in order for us to obtain self-determination and economic wealth.
Is this something you've been thinking about for a while? You sound like you're invested in this, or you're invested in this. I mean, what? Just tell me where that comes from.
Well, it comes from my interactions on a daily basis with organizers and community leaders in the community, elders and young people. For instance, you have a young man in the city of San Francisco. You have a young man named Uncle Damien.
Yeah.
He is the head of an organization called Us for Us Bay Area.
Right.
He serves at-risk youth in the city, trying to destroy the school to prison pipeline.
Yes. No, I know Uncle Damien. We do. Yeah.
Right. But it would be nice to see an outflow of dollars from City Hall to Uncle Damien and other organizations that are doing the grassroots work in the community, but we're being ignored.
Gotcha.
Sometimes we're being ostracized. We're under attack. And what I'm trying to say is Black people can be good stewards of money and do outstanding work in the community if we're given a chance.
Thank you for that message, brother. Thank you. Appreciate that, man. Really do. Really do. All right. That's 2, right? All right. 877-955-1061. If the new year is here, what would you like to see in 2026 for yourself, for your community, or the city, the country, and the world? And you can take any of those. You could just do you, or you could do all of those. All right. Here we go. You're on. Oh, we don't have one. Okay. All right. All right. Y'all call in 877-955-1061. Want to hear from you. This is your chance to talk about you would like to see. And that's the whole thing about manifesting. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, you got to ask for what you want, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I love Miguel, right? Or I call him Sir Michael. Sir Michael. What would you like to see, Mike? In any one of those categories. Did I catch you off guard?
What's the categories?
Categories for you. You could do for yourself.
Uh-huh.
You could do for your community. You could do for the city, country, and or the world. What would you like
world
to see
peace,
in 2026?
More world love.
World
Myself,
peace.
I want to I have dreams that big aspirations that I want to accomplish. Financial goals, career goals. For the city, more Black people in the city.
Yeah.
In San Francisco. For the Bay Area. More Bay Area unity. Get the A's back.
Ooh. Ooh.
And California.
Ooh.
A unified California. I want to see California continue to grow.
Okay.
And also attract more residents, more high quality people, and continue to be a world leader in technology.
That's very thoughtful, sir. I like that. 877-955-1061. You heard Sir Michael. Well, better know this film on Mike.
There you go. Watch your back.
What is? I like that. Watch your back. All right, we got a call. Hi, you're on Street Soldiers. Say who you are, where you calling from, and what would you like?
Soldiers.
Hi. What would you? Hi.
Teresa.
Okay. What would you like to see?
San Francisco.
Yes.
Now located in Antioch.
Ooh.
The yacht.
Marshall?
Yes, this is Dr. Marshall, Mr. Marshall.
Marshall, you was my teacher.
I knew you was going to say that. I knew you was going to say that.
You don't know between you and Jack, and I'm going to make it short on this. You and Mr. Jack changed my life back then. I'm now in my 50s, and I have been thriving.
Girl,
and to continue to hear your voice, the inspiration that you're giving out to the youth, oh, man. Mr. Marshall, you was my crush lock.
Let me tell you, girl, you are alive and free, girl. That's all I ever wanted. That's all I ever wanted.
And you made that happen because you know what you said to me, and I respect it to this day because you taught me. You said, girl, you too young for me, but you is pretty, brown sugar. And I don't know if you remember that, but you really did. You set me on track. And man, when I tell you, Mr. Marshall, if it went for you and Mr. Jack, I don't know where I'd be today. I got extended family, and if it could be anything I would say about what I've been through and I'm in my 50s, it would be what we are doing to ourselves.
Yeah.
From the killing,
yeah.
from the undereducation,
yeah.
from not living properly, from not saving properly, from not just making it happen for ourselves, from not locking down within ourselves. From you and Mr. Jack, y'all got to take your hat off. Y'all really do. Y'all got to bow to yourselves because you saved a lot of lives, and it was me.
You know, it's
so
funny.
When I tell you done good, Mr. Marshall, you got to really respect that. You saved a lot of us.
Thank you, hon. I really appreciate that.
So
I like that.
You and Mr. Jack.
Thank you.
I really do.
Let me say this. I love that doing for yourself because that's what Kwanzaa is all about. Kwanzaa is all about. And that principle I can never say correctly. Maybe you can help me. And Kujichagulia, right, is always about self-determination. We have purpose. We have unity. That Kwanzaa is about emphasizing those principles. I don't know if you celebrated Kwanzaa, but
I celebrate it all because the one thing that I'm going to continue to celebrate that y'all taught me was life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Living to the fullest.
Yeah.
Living positive, living free,
yeah.
living with unconditional love for people that don't even have love for you. Mr. Marshall, y'all the bomb.
Thank you, honey.
I'm telling you to keep on keeping on.
You ain't got to worry about that. I'm going to be right here as long as they let me. Thank you, honey. Thank you. All right. You're on Street Soldiers. Thank you for calling. What's your name? Where you calling from? And what would you like to see in 2026?
Hi, my name is Roxy. I'm from Hunters Point, and I love y'all, what y'all doing for the community. And for 2026, I want to see more community, like more involvement into things that's going on.
Give me an example. Like, what would you like?
Okay, so I'm a community health worker for the city, the Department of Health. And we try to get parents and caregivers to come in to do like parenting classes, support groups, get the youth to come in to do like life skills group and things like that. And even with incentives, it's hard to get participants. So I think we need to figure out what more can we do? Because before, getting in with a gift card or free food was, enough. But now people are not really into coming out and everybody's on the phone and, social media. Nobody's like participating anymore.
Yeah. You're right about that phone. We preoccupied with our phones. That is, I'm hoping that comes true for you because, we need folks to come out and be part of the community and the community events like you're talking about. Thank you for doing what you're doing. All right, you're on Street Soldiers. Go right ahead. Where you calling from? What's your name? What would you like to see in 2026?
Hello.
Hello.
Calling from San Francisco.
Yes.
I personally think people should protect themselves because if you're into prophecies. The prophecies of Edgar Cayce, the United States is going to be split in two.
I can see how you might think that. Yeah. We did have a civil war years ago. I believe it was the 1860s. And I know I've heard that pop up in conversations before, but you feel that that's the way things are going. Huh?
Yeah. To be honest.
Yeah, well, I hope not. I really do, but I can see why you feel in that. You got anything for yourself that you would like to see in 2026?
I would like to beat death.
Oh, all right. That's reflective and serious. Thank you. All right, next caller. You're on. Thank you. Tell me where you're calling from and what's your name?
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Alive and free. That's my goal, baby.
Me too. Thank you, Jesus. But I would like for more youth guidance, like more youth activities for the youth and to keep them off the street.
Youth activities and youth guidance. Yes.
Yes. That's what they need in San Francisco.
Okay. All right. Anything you'd like to see for the world? For the large
for the world,
and the country.
For the country, a better president.
Oh Lord, you got my vote right now. You can learn. Look, let's put you in. I'm gonna write you in. It's a little early, but I tell you what, get out and vote. Get out and vote in this upcoming election because I love that much better.
Yeah,
much better.
President.
Yeah, pray for it, baby. Pray on it. Pray on it. And then, the Lord helps those who help themselves. Get out and vote. Thank you very much for your call. Thank you. All right. Next caller, you're on Alive and Free Street Soldiers Radio. Say your name, where you're calling from, and what would you like to see in 2026, the new year?
My name is Zyra, and I'm calling from San Francisco.
Yes.
And I would like to see homeless people be sheltered in safe places, being set up for success. I just want the city to go forward with that and to see a better, cleaner streets, a brighter future for everybody in the humanity.
Can I ask you? You sound young. How old are you? Can I ask that?
Huh? Oh, I'm 12.
Where did you get this spirit of service for the home? I mean, what is yes, that's wonderful. Where'd that come from?
I grew up in the city, and I used to be on public transportation a lot. And I mean, I try to give money when they ask, and I try to help people. And I just want to see those people be brought up for success and be helped by God from addiction and everything.
Don't lose this, hon, because see, I think a lot of people start like this, but then they get to be grown and they lose it. Because our country is run by folks that ain't even think like you. Let me just say that, a whole lot of them, So you keep this spirit. Oh, you keep being 12. And I don't mean in age, because you can't be, but in the love that they have and the service you have for people. And girl, you could run for office, okay?
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, thank you for the call. Isn't that beautiful? All right, we got any more? 877-955-1061. Give us a call. It has been great. That spirit is wonderful. And, I don't know, young people start out like that, but somewhere along the way, they lose it. That's why I don't want the kids we work with, I don't want y'all to grow up. I want you to keep that. You want to help homeless people. You want to service. You want this. She's a pure of heart. And then, that's how it goes. All right, we got a few more minutes. You want to get in on this? 877-955-1061. You are on. Where you calling from? What's your name? And what do you want to see in the new year, 2026?
Yeah, I'd like to slap KML to give you another second hour. We want another second hour.
I'm applauding. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Beyond that, what would you like to see for yourself for the
beyond that, a third hour.
It's so wonderful to be able to talk to you in the hour that we have, man. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate the love. Thank you so much. But anything you want to add before we let you go? You're gone. Okay. All right. We got another one. You're on. Where you calling from? And what's your name?
Hey there, Mark. This is me, Greg Brooks.
Hey, what's up, Greg? How you doing, man?
How's it going? Doing good. Happy New Year.
Man. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. We're reflecting here. What would you like to see for 2026? Yourself, your community, the city, the country, the world, any or all of those. Go right ahead.
Community, I like to see folks become more aware and helpful of where they live, what's going on in their local community.
Yeah.
And then want to kind of build it up, not tear it down.
Yeah.
Me personally, I want to continue to kind of expand myself, continue to grow mentally, spiritually, business-wise, community-wise, continue to learn, educate, and push myself. And the world, I like to see a lot of there's so much going on in terms of takeovers, hatred, killing.
Yeah.
A lot of bad stuff. I kind of like to see more of people working together, more kind of a unified type deal. Regardless of kind of Africa, South America,
yeah,
Japan, India, a lot of folks are struggling in those places. Like to kind of see maybe folks kind of help them out, the ones that are really struggling.
And there are people struggling around the world. I know we got our own little lens sometimes just in our neighborhood or in our city, our community. But if you look at a place like Sudan, that has been in Darfur, that has been, you know, I would say ignored on the national stage, you know, especially here, right? But they're playing. Of course, we got all these wars going on in all kind of places, and we got people trying to take over people's countries, you know. So yeah, Greg. Good to hear
even
from you, man.
Outside like Sudan, Mexico, Brazil, I hear I've seen it's kind of rough over there too.
Yeah.
Some parts of that.
Yeah. Thank you, man. Thank you for your spirit. Thank you for it. All right.
Yep. Thank you.
You guys, see you soon. Happen to know him.
See you soon.
All right.
Take care.
All right. We got any more? 877-955-1061. We still have time to get you in. We created this extra time just for you. I love what I've heard so far. The question is, what would you like to see in 2026 for yourself, your community, your city, and for the world? And then we've heard love and unity. We've heard amplify the voices of struggle in San Francisco. We've heard world peace and financial goals. We heard that from Sir Michael. So why are we doing what we're doing to ourselves? We've heard youth activities, more youth guidance. A wonderful 12-year-old said, help the homeless people.
Yeah.
Help the homeless people.
Real big.
Beautiful, beautiful. And an awareness building up. And some people for themselves said, improve their own spirituality. 877-955-1061. You got a few minutes to get these calls in. Remember, this is the only place to do this. All right. We'll take them. And yes, we got a couple. All right, do it. You're on Street Soldiers. Go right ahead. Where you calling from? And what's your name? Hi.
Hello.
Hi. How you doing? What's up?
I'm all right.
Please turn down the radio.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we got you now. We just want to make sure your radio was down. What would you like to see in 2026?
Well, I'm Derek Slade from Oakland, California, and I would like to see the gun violence. I know they're taking care of it and stuff, but the gun violence needs to go down a little bit because I'm losing a lot of friends. I just lost a friend January on New Year's. So
on New Year's.
Yeah, and it's hurting me. So I was just thinking about that, and I hope they do something about that.
Yeah.
And I hope we can just keep the peace this year.
Yes. Huge problem. Gun violence, man. You doing all right in the aftermath of that? How you holding up?
I'm all right. I think I do need to go to therapy a little bit.
Okay.
My dad threw that in there, and so I think that's a good idea. But I'm still breathing, and God is good all the time. He woke me up this morning, so I'll maintain. Yeah, I'll maintain.
Take care of yourself. That's important, man. Take care of yourself. And you got to heal. You got to grieve, but you got to heal. Okay. And my suggestion, I always say this when you lose somebody that you love, let their light shine through you. Let their light shine through you. I hope that makes a little bit of sense. Thanks.
Lady E, you got any words? Sorry to call you out, but while he's on the phone, I want to know if you could just give him something for his heart.
Yeah, I understand. I think one of the many things is number one, when you feel that sadness, it's okay. It will pop up.
Yeah.
It will just pop up when it does. But it's also important to remember when it pops up, to remember the joy, the love, the reason. And then reconnect with your purpose, your goal, the better way to do everything. And then live.
Thank you, lady. Thank you. All right, another call. Let's take it. You're on Street Soldiers. Name, where you calling from, and what would you like to see in 2026? Hi.
Wesley, I'm calling from San Francisco.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
I'd like to see the police drones come down out the sky. We don't need those anymore.
No more drones. I agree. Yeah, no drones.
Or stoplights or them traffic lights.
Oh yeah.
You don't want no more. You don't want.
Speeding lights.
Oh, you don't like the speeding cameras?
I don't like it.
You don't like those? Okay. Okay.
I don't like the police drones.
All right. I
Or those
understand.
dirt bike cops.
Yeah.
Or the jump out boys and the Ford Fusions. All of them. All them.
lot,
They don't like the police.
lot you don't like. Anything you like to see beyond the city, for the country, for the world, for yourself?
Let's not go to World War III. How about that?
Oh Lord, I'm gonna put that at the top of the list because somebody who running things talks about war. Like what is it good for? Absolutely nothing. It would start back in the day. Dr. Marshall knows that, right? Yeah. Yeah, I'm praying with you, brother. I'm with that. No World War III. All right, next, you're on. Go right ahead.
Hello?
Turn your radio down because we get the feedback.
Let me turn down.
Okay, all right.
It's turned down.
Where you calling from? What's your name? What would you like to see in 2026?
I'm calling from Oakland, California.
Yes, ma'am.
My name is LaDebra.
Love to hear. Thank you.
Yes. I'm praying for them our mayor to stop all this homelessness.
Yeah.
People on the street that's hungry, don't have nowhere to stay.
Yeah.
Clean up the streets,
Mm.
help them out because they have mental problems.
Mm.
We need someone to help these people with these mental problems because they are really, really, really bad from where I stay at. And I stay downtown Oakland, and I just see it, and it just makes me cry because it seems like we're not getting no help from the president or nothing. And we need to get rid of him and make it to where that they can help all countries, cities of this homeless and the encampment.
That you
Thank you.
wonderful. And I'm just gonna say we've had your mayor on once. We're gonna have her on again. And when she's on, you call her and talk about this because this seems to be a priority for her. Wonderful calls. Great first hour. Thank you so much for sharing what you'd like to see in 2026. We're gonna move to our second hour. Anne's gonna tell you where to follow us, right?
And you can go ahead and follow us at YouTube Live at Stay Alive and Free. You can always take us on the go with our podcast and keep up with us when you visit stayaliveandfree.org.
He said, like an hour. Ready?
Yep, I hear you.
We good? Hour number two, Alive and Free, Street Soldiers Radio. Wow, we're on YouTube, right? And
that's right.
What's the location that we're on? And you know, I just follow your lead. Tell everybody where we are.
It is wonderful. We are on 106.1 KMEL as well as the iHeartRadio app, but you can also watch us live when you tune in at YouTube Live at Stay Alive and Free. And another beautiful thing about technology is that you can always take us on the go. So if you want, you can revisit us and the podcast on all of the streaming services and across the world. There's about over 50 countries that listen to us. And you can also always tune into a previous show that caught your attention or you want to revisit, or just tune back into the discussion when you go to stayaliveandfree.org.
Wonderful first hour, first hour. And it's just so glad to be back here, being able to talk to the people. And like I said earlier, there's a bunch of podcasts, but there's very few that'll let you interact directly with the listeners, the callers, the public, to get their pulse, how they feel. I love their answers to the question, what would you like to see in 2026? And everybody did a slice, whether it be for yourself, your community, the city, for the country, and the world. And I guess the one, if I could just put a headline, is the gentleman said, no World War III. No World War III. Wow. That's scary, even, just hearing that. So yes, we all praying for that. We're all praying for that. Lady E, how'd you like that first hour with those callers?
The callers were great.
Yeah. Yes. Beautiful.
Callers were great.
I want to salute that 12-year-old girl. I mean it when I say don't grow up. Don't lose that. Don't lose that. Because half these people running things in positions of power to impact the rest of us, they couldn't have been that way their whole life. They had to start off probably as these, and I wouldn't call her naive. I wouldn't call her any of these things. I don't want to call. No, I think she got a wonderful heart and a wonderful spirit. And, I don't know where they lost along the way. I would, maybe I'm being a little harsh, but, I hope she just keeps the beauty of her spirit. Here's what we're going to do this hour, lady. We had Kwanzaa at the club. It was amazing for the first time. And I don't know how many people have ever been to or seen a Kwanzaa. And I tell you what, I love when I spring stuff on her, because I'm about to spring stuff on her right now. Lady, why don't you just tell people what Kwanzaa is all about? Give them the Cliff Notes version of what Kwanzaa is about, and then we're gonna show them somebody. We're gonna show them. There's people actually doing it, because Kwanzaa, the ceremony is the same, but people do different. Go ahead, lady.
It's about community. It's about unity. It's about coming together with families and friends and loved ones and sharing. Yeah. There's 7 principles: unity, working together, faith, economics, just bringing all of our resources together as a community, as a people, and then celebrating, sharing our gifts, our talents. Community, unity.
And I believe the year was 1966, 67, when it was started by Maulana Ron Karenga, who I actually know, which is nice. Shows how I am. But Dr. Karenga started as a celebration of African history, African culture, and when I say African, I mean the diaspora. But it is a cultural celebration to which everybody is invited. And I was trying to explain to the kids, it's like me, I've been to different countries and they have cultural celebrations. It's not a religious celebration. It's a cultural celebration. And I know I've been to Japan. I've gone to those things. I was in Thailand once. It's just wonderful to be part of those cultural celebrations. And many people do wear, some people wear African attire. I happen to wear African attire. And it's just a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing. The principles are probably foremost. The 7 principles. I don't know if you can have a favorite principle, but I know the one that just gets me. Is Imani, there's faith, there's all of is Nia, purpose. And maybe that resonates with me because I was lucky early on that I found my purpose. And when the young lady said, "You're my teacher, never stop," well, that's because I'm just living out my purpose, right? So I happen to that one always just hits me as we go through it. Lady E, what do you think about this year's Kwanzaa? Look at her. She look at me. Why you call me again? I'm like,
here we go again. What?
Your thoughts before we have people take a look at some of Kwanzaa that we did with the young people.
It was different this time. Typically, it's outside of the organization where we spend a significant amount of time with our young people. It's out in the community. But this time it was brought back to the place where young people come and are fed their minds, their spirits, their hearts, their even their souls, their life. They come to Alive and Free to learn how to live, how to be free, how to stay free. But this time, Kwanzaa was there. We brought all that is Kwanzaa, the culture, the gifts, the presence, the faith, the purpose, all of that into the club, what we call the club, into the classroom. And the young people who had been in that classroom years and years ago came back to be there and share that time, that moment with the young people who are new to Alive and Free Omega Boys Club. And so combining the culture, the age, all of that with food and what do they do? Their talents. We had them singing and poetry and just you name it, but sharing all of who they are, which is priceless and meaningful. And in the world that we've lived in for years and years, it has not been. But when we get together and do that for ourselves and for each other, it is so meaningful, especially on the heels of or in advance of, in preparation of Dr. King and Black History Month. So it's just all just tied in together, helping build and rebuild pride, strength, courage. How did I do, Dr. Marshall? Was that okay?
You did, as you would tell the young people that you work with, you did great. Yes. You did great, but you always do great. Yeah. All right, folks, let's take a look. Take a look. You've never seen Kwanzaa before. Well, you're going to see a little bit right now. Kwanzaa at Alive and Free Omega Boys Club. Here we go.
Kwanzaa means to me. All right, hi, my name is Janelle. What Kwanzaa means to me. Kwanzaa is a time for family and friends and community to come together to be reminded of the 7 principles and the reason, really another reason for the season: unity, purpose, self-determination, all of the principles that help to lift us up as a people and keep us strong as a community.
Kwanzaa has 7 basic symbols, 2 supplemental ones. Each represents values and concepts reflective of African culture and contributed to community building and reinforcement. The basic symbols in Swahili and then in English are Ma Zao. These are symbolic of African harvest celebrations and the rewards of productive and collective labor. Okay, so that's here. The next one we have Nkeka. This is symbolic of tradition and history, and therefore the foundation on which we build. Okay, and that is the mat. Okay, we don't have it up here. Okay, the next one we have Kinara. This is symbolic of our roots, our parent people, continental Africans. The colors of Kwanzaa are represented by candles displayed in the Kinara as follows. Black are placed in the center of the Kinara and represent the first principle, Umoja. Red are placed to the left of the black candle and represent the principles of Kujujakalili, Unjama, and Kumba. And then green are placed to the right of the black candle and represent the principles of Ujima, Nia, and Imani. Mohindi, the corn. This is symbolic of children and our future, which they embody. Hold the corn up high. Okay. Next, we have the Mishuma. The Mishuma. That's it? Mishuma Saba. Sorry. Thank you. These are symbolic of the Ngozo Saba, the 7 principles, the matrix and minimum set of values which African people are urged to live by, to rescue and reconstruct their lives in their own image and according to their own needs. Okay? And then we have the Unity Cup. The Unity Cup, Kikambi Cha Umoja. Did I get that? Yeah. This is symbolic of the foundational principle and practice of unity which makes all else possible. Okay? And then our last one we have the Zawadi. There we go. Zawadi. These are symbolic of the labor. It's the gifts. We gave them out. Okay. These are symbolic of the labor and love of parents and the commitments made and kept by the children. Asante.
Please tell everybody where you live half the year.
Where I live in Tanzania, where Swahili is the language. Yeah, I live in Tanzania half the year.
Hi, my name is Izzy. And my favorite part about Kwanzaa is spending time with family, doing activities, lighting the candles that are red, green, and black. It's really fun and enjoyable.
Yes. So our first word is going to be Umoja. I'm not sure who has the card.
Umoja? No. Is there a card for Umoja?
It's the first day. So then that might be Omari.
Oh yeah.
6? Omari, if you know it, Omari, you're gonna step up to the plate and tell everybody what Umoja means. Say hi, Mike.
Umoja means unity.
All right.
Black.
All right.
Thank you. Good job. Thank you.
Day 2 is going to be Kujichagulia.
Kujichagulia means self-defense.
Done.
All right.
Well, you got one on your hands. I better start working, saving money now.
Kujichagulia means self-determination.
Right.
And then we have day 3. Can you tell everybody your name?
Okay, so my name is Jordan. I attend Lakeshore Elementary.
Nice.
And Ujima means collective work and responsibility.
All right.
We have day 4. Ujama. We have day 4.
Oh yeah, my bad. My name is Todd. I go to City College. I have Ujama Cooperative Economics. To build and maintain our own stores, shops, and other businesses, and to profit from them together.
Day 5.
My name is Providence. I attend Meadows Livingstone School, and mine's NEOG purpose, to make our collective vocation, the building and developing of our community in order to restore our people in their traditional roots.
Day 6.
My name is Treese. I attend City College San Francisco, and day 6 is Kuumba, which means creativity. To do always as much as we can in the way we can in order to leave our community more beautiful and beneficial than we inherited.
Day 7.
We don't
My name is Queen, and I attend ICA Christian Ray. And day 7 is Imani, which means faith. To believe with all our hearts in our people, our parents, our teachers, our leaders, and the righteousness and victory of our struggle.
All right.
Thank you all.
It means joy, it means family, and it means togetherness. I think we all talk about that a lot as a community, and I think what Kwanzaa really exemplifies is being together with one another.
Come on, but Todd is gonna grace us with something I think that he wrote, so I'm gonna let him take the stage.
Come on, Todd.
Very excited.
I took a poem course this semester for interdisciplinary studies. So throughout that course this semester, we just wrote a lot of poems. I wanted to just share one with everybody.
Yes.
I really enjoyed the poetry class because it just allowed my freedom of expression to flow in a better way than I've ever learned. And I feel like everyone should really learn poetry. It really does help encapsulate your emotions and allow you to speak it out in ways that you really won't express through a normal verbal communication. I give you back loneliness, the feeling no one is there. In the night, I hear your lonely cries. I give you back. My thoughts will be of peace and virtue. Loneliness has no love for me. I still have love for loneliness. Will I forget about loneliness? How can I escape loneliness? Is there a cure for loneliness? This is how loneliness feels. He takes your life. I gave you back loneliness, but he still tries to interfere. That was just one poem. I'll read another one. This is the one I wrote for my semester project. I wrote poems individually for people that I find dear in my life, and I recited those poems to them over a phone call, and then I submitted that. So this is one of the poems I have wrote for one of my true friends. I met them when I served in the military, so we kind of met through a chaotic time in our life, and it's just nice that we always could kind of go back to one another. We've been friends for like 5-6 years.
Nice.
My battle buddy was the start of our glory. connected through the Army, now an old story. I've always admired your ambition to go through life with dire intention. Straight shooter, humbly served, but a badass that's getting with hers. A mom first, friend later, a feet well respected. I will always be mindful you and yours aren't neglected. I wish you the best in whatever you journey. A true born officer, call her Bill Kearney. I've said in person, I'll say again on paper, bringing you back home was honorable, felt like a fantastic favor. I know it was a vacation, a real dedication to intertwine your life with mine. Now we're connected, a friendship even more divine. We've crossed paths miles away, but a wise man once said a real friend never goes away.
I'm an alumni of the program. I graduated from college in June. Oh, from the University of Chicago. Hey! And I'm a grad student at Berkeley, and I graduated in May. Yeah! Thank you. All right. I got y'all 1 second. All right. This is called Every Shade. I'm a storyteller. My bloodline is linked to an ancient line of tellers who taught me that before there was knowledge of writing on paper, we spoke parables into the ears of the young. Voice hope into the hearts of the old as wisdom spread throughout our continent through our elders. See, we had no throne, no crown, pearls, or gold placed on our head, yet God made our words gold as they continue to glow out of the hearts of our people. I am a storyteller. Their story who tells, their poem who speaks, the words that lift up from the page to write reality. I am a storyteller. From the words swallowed within Jonah in the belly of his whale, from the stories we bear that will never have the courage to share, from our skin that holds our guide to my bleeding brown eyes, I hold their spirits inside. I am a storyteller. I hold kingdoms in my voice. I hold freedom in my melanin, through my mind, through my intelligence. I am a storyteller. The eyes of history, the life of the past that gives breath to a new age. I am a storyteller. The oldest you'll ever know. Stare at my face, and you'll see the shades of the ones who came before. I am my ancestors. Through their eyes, words create survival. Right in me, I am every shade, every story.
Hi, my name is Kai. What Kwanzaa means to me is honor. Yeah, honor, remembrance, community. Yeah, all of that.
Again, I just want to thank everybody for coming, for participating, for all the volunteers, for all the food that was donated, Dr. Marshall for your leadership, and last but not least, I'd like to acknowledge the staff and the set. Sam. So we didn't get a chance to say hey to somebody that's near and dear to my heart. Jack?
Jack. Closing remarks? Thank you.
I just want to say that Mia, which is the principle of Kwanzaa that we're talking about today, and we mentioned here about purpose. Purpose, that's a major word, a heck of a big word, a deep word, sometimes a misunderstood word. But you know, purpose is what we need. Purpose, just purpose, it's one word. It wasn't like 25 pages to describe the one word. See what I'm saying? It's very important that we all, what we know we owe. What we know we owe. You know, this holiday season sometimes, especially Christmas, is very difficult because we spend our time not on our knees, but we spend our time not praying, and we spend our time in the shopping mall. How we look good, but we don't bother about how we feel. Until January comes and February comes and Now we have to go to the doctor every other day. So someone said earlier about feelings. It's important that you do one great thing about Alive and Free Omega Voice Club is you understand that you teach about your emotions and your inner feelings, your anger, your fear, your pain. That's what is taught. And all of you, most of you come through the courses that Doc and Mrs. Stell and everybody teaches here. So I just wanted to say purpose. Purpose. What's your purpose? I mean, I don't want to hear it. Do it. See what I'm saying? I don't want to hear what you're going to do or what you did do or what you think you're doing. You're going to try to do. You've got to eliminate the word try and just do it. Or don't do it. But don't live the double life where you talk about you doing it, but you ain't doing nothing. You're complaining. It's hopeless. No, this is a new year. It's a new year. It's part of Kwanzaa. It's a new year. We're coming into a new year. Take these principles and act on them. Walk on them. March on them if you have to. It's going to be a difficult year. Somebody said earlier, as they wind us down, somebody said earlier something about, this coming year better be better. And my comment back to them, what are you going to do to make it better? There's nothing here that indicates it's automatically going to become better. You're going to be going into a new year on the calendar, and what? And what? You want to be here for the next Kwanzaa, 2026. But just understand that what you know you owe. And see, I'm only talking to just a handful of people, like maybe 5 of you, 10 of you, maybe even, I don't want to say more than 10. I'm checking on you because you need a checkup from the neck up. You ain't paying attention. You didn't even vote. Didn't even vote. Check yourself. I see a couple people look nervous. I'm put it out there. What we do, the base of what we do, it doesn't just stop on one level. It continues on. And you know, for the children, the great children that are here, the magnificent children, my generation. And you know, what's wrong with the children? There's nothing wrong with the children. What's wrong with the adults is the question. Of the children I work with, and Doc works with up in Juvenile Hall and on the streets of San Francisco. Anyway, I love you all.
Let's just say something about Jack. And I think most of us in this room know. When you say tomorrow isn't promised to anyone, it really isn't. Every time I see Jack, he's been in the hospital a couple times. And one of them, we really thought he was gone. But obviously the Creator said, you got more to do down here. It's every week Jack comes in here, he opens a meeting and does the same. We've had that for almost 39 years, right? And we never, ever take it to granted. And I remember the times he wasn't here, we had to have somebody simulate Jack, which is not easy. But his spirit is here. But you got, please appreciate this man. Please appreciate Jack. There was only one Jack Jackpot. People always ask me, you know, can you find somebody? No. There was only one Jack. Jack, just want to say, we love you.
Yes.
We love you.
Yes.
We love you.
Yes.
People ask me, is Jack still here? I said, Jack is Old Man River. He just keeps rolling along. Thanks for being my partner all these years.
Yeah.
The last day of Kwanzaa is the very first day of another new year. And first, I just want to acknowledge that here we are on the last Tuesday of 2025. We have made it through 364 days. Oh my goodness, that is something to be thankful for, grateful for. Because we've made it to this date and time, we have probably forgotten, disregarded all of the things that we were held, kept, and brought through. The rough time, the tough time, the wonderful times, but especially those tough times that we've got over. And here we are at the last, getting ready to start a whole new year, one that we've never seen before, one that we'll never see again. And just to take a moment and think about just how wonderful it is that we are still here.
Yes, blessed to wake up in.
That we have another opportunity to get better, to do more, to fix and repair those things that need to be adjusted, readjusted, reframed. We are given another opportunity to love, to care, to look after one another, to look after each other, and to take better care of ourselves. But the first day of the year is the last day of Kwanzaa, and that day is called the Day of Meditation. January 1st is the last day of Kwanzaa and the Day of Meditation. That day, that time, that we are called upon to do three things, to ask ourselves three questions as we get ready to start a whole new year, if we are so blessed for that to happen. And the first question is, who am I? Who am I? The second question, and to think about that, who am I? And then think about, am I who I say I am? Who are we? Who are you? Who am I? And am I who I say I am? And then the last one, am I all that I ought to be? And included in that is, am I all that I can be? Where am I slacking? Where am I missing? Where am I overlooking, disregarding, just fooling around? Who am I? Am I who I say I am? And am I all I ought to be? And wherever there is anything missing, think about what I need to do, what you need to do to fix that, to know who you are, to recognize that you either are or are not all that you ought to be, all that you say you are, kind, loving, friendly, whatever. And if what you say is really what you want to be and who you ought to be, and then what are you going to do about being all that you ought to be, as we are given one more chance to be here in 2026. Some of us remember in 1900, when we were getting ready to cross into 2000. Oh my goodness. We had no idea what this new millennia was going to bring. But guess what? We don't know what tomorrow is going to bring. Are you ready? Are you ready for tomorrow? Yeah. And if you're not, what are you going to do to be about getting ready? In your heart, in your mind, in your thoughts, in your work, in your attitude, in your plans. And is it good? Is it the best that you can be? And if it's the best, how can you make that best better? So for January 1st, as we approach that, ask yourself and answer these questions. Who am I? Am I who I say I am? Am I all that I ought to be? It's wonderful to see the room full.
It's always wonderful to see the room full, whether I'm in the room or on the wall. It is a blessing to be here with you. I love you, I miss you, and Happy New Year. Give yourself that time. Blessings.
Kwanzaa to me is like when intentionally coming together as black folk, you feel me? Yeah. Like intentionally, because like for a specific purpose, you know, like sometimes you could get together, it doesn't really like mean anything, you're just kicking it and there's no intention, but like Kwanzaa specifically to like celebrate blackness or whatever.
Lastly, I think, let me just say, I want to just thank all of you. There's you, and look at this place. There was a time there wasn't one picture up on the wall. I remember, and I've seen every picture and every story here go up on that wall, Jack and I. You have made Jack and I so proud. You know, we have the saying, we're not all related, but we're all family, right? And that's really true. Nobody brags about you like me, and Jack, and Mrs. Stell, and we brag about you all over the world. We go places and we talk about what goes on here.
And Ms. Dimitri.
And Ms. Dimitri, thank you. And I want to thank you for trusting us with your lives, because you didn't have to come. You didn't have to come. From Marcella, the first meeting, to Siobhan, the first young lady that came, to all the important Omegas that came after that, to all of the listeners who were you didn't have to do that. Or it could have been just me and Jackie opening up the room and not have anybody to talk to. But for some reason you came, and you've always honored this sacred place. We're all just about to year 39. 39.
Yes.
That's crazy, right? Trying to make it to year 2, year 3, year 4, and year 5. But you know, you wouldn't let us not keep going. So just look, and for all the children in here, you, if your dad or your mom might be up there, so just go up and find them and say, you look like that, you look like that, you look like that. I mean, you've just done so wonderful with your lives. And I actually told somebody jokingly that in a couple of years, it'll be 40 years, we'll have 300 graduates, and I'm not going to say the age I'll be in a couple of years, but it's a big number. And I said, I'll be 25 anyway. And I said, well, that might be a good time to, like, you know,
what? Reflect back.
You know, let it go.
No, what you talking about?
And where is mom? Mom, is mom in here? Yeah, tell me, and I said that in front of her, and the person said, oh, no, you can't go nowhere, I got 2 more at home. So, we'll keep this thing going as long as we can. It's been a blessing. We are blessed, you're all blessed. And remember, this is your family. And reach out not only to the elders room. I used to say adults, not adults, but reach out to each other. Reach out to each other. And all the children in here, you're our family. We're your family. We're your family. We're your family. And there's nothing, no better word in the English language than family. Because it's all about family. So thank you. Glad we brought the Kwanzaa back in this room. It's been beautiful as far as I'm concerned. Thank you.
It's very great, and lighting the candles is very special.
Okay, so I just finished my first semester at Southern University. Honestly, I was getting homesick in the beginning. During my senior year, I was really like adamant on going out of state. I didn't want to stay in state. I wanted to go and experience everything. So when I went, I met my suite mates and everything, and it instantly clicked with me. And it was just like kind of hard getting in the groove of like living on my own for the first time and like experiencing the world. So I would call my mom and I would be like, oh, I kind of want to come back home. Call my dad, kind of want to come back home. And they're like, no, just stick it out. And then the more that I got involved, I started joining different orgs and I started connecting with other people and it got a little bit easier. And then I would come in contact with like, not conflicts, but things that would make me reflect on just coachisms and everything that I was learning in Alive and Free. And I would just be like, oh no, one bad decision away. I'll call my mom and be like, oh, this happened. And I was like thinking about Alive and Free. And she was like, that's so good. And then Dr. Marshall would check on me and send me text messages and check us on me. And it was really good. I did enjoy the whole like HBCU experience. I don't think I regret my decision at all, but yeah.
Did you go to the Bayou Classic?
No, I didn't go.
But you did send me a picture of you sitting at the football.
Oh yeah, I went to Upper Buggy.
And you look happy as hell.
Yeah.
Thank you, honey.
The committee will now recite Promise Yourself.
Strive for discipline, dedication, and achievement in all that you do.
Dare to struggle and sacrifice and gain the strength that comes from this.
Build where you are and leave a legacy that will last as long as the sun shines and the water flows.
Practice daily unity, self-determination, collective work, and responsibility. Cooperative economics, purpose, creativity, and faith.
May the wisdom of the ancestors always walk with us. May the years end meet us laughing and stronger. May our children honor us by following our example of love and struggle.
At the end of next year, may we gather again in larger numbers with greater achievement and closer to liberation and a higher level of human life.
Thank you.
Promise yourself to be so strong that nothing can disturb your peace of mind. To talk about health, happiness, and prosperity to every person you meet. To make all your friends feel that there is something in them. To look at the sunny side of everything and make your optimism come true.
To think only the best, to work only for the best, and to expect only the best. To be just as enthusiastic about the success of others as you are about your own.
To forget the mistakes of the past and to press on to greater achievements of the future. To always wear a cheerful countenance and give every living creature you meet a smile. Yes. To give so much time to the improvement of yourself that you have no time to criticize others. Very good. To be too large for worry. Remember that, Ms. Patterson. Too noble for anger. Too strong for fear. and so happy to permit the presence of trouble. To think well of yourself and to proclaim this fact to the world, not in loud words, but great deeds. To live in faith that the whole world is on your side, so long as you are true to the best that is in you. Yeah. Thank you, everyone, and don't forget to follow us on social media for our next event.
Hi, I'm Navita, and what Kwanzaa means to me is it's a time of the year that we all come together as Omega family, and we go over the different principles and share some food together and reconnect.
We all need to come together and pray for the children.
Yes, yes.
Pray for the children in this room.
Yes, yes.
We need to pray in the new year. Pray for the new year, and then the action comes after the prayer. But pray for this new year that's coming. Pray for all those tonight that are battling sickness and having difficulty with their feelings. And couldn't come into this room tonight, couldn't come into this room because they were scared of the truth and the love that's in this room. Pray for those tonight. And most important tonight, well, before I say that, we need to pray for the young men and the young women out in the corner tonight in the concrete.
That's right. Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sometimes we just need to say, have a good day, I love you, can I help you with anything? And finally, I just say, let's pray for the family, this family, the Alive and Free family.
Yes.
And Deacon?
Yes. Sometimes all we need to think about is how we're going to show some love. And we find it being a difficult thing now in the world because the world is trying to teach us to hate. Love will dispel all hate. No matter who it is, no matter where they're from, no matter what they're going through. In this family right here, if we just do that when we walk out those doors, we're going to change the world around us, even as we speak. So let us all remember that. Try to show some love to somebody who may not even expect it from you. And from that, we're all going to be better people. We're all going to take care of our children. We're going to take care of our community. Because that's what we've been destined to do. And we're going to follow through and do that. And remember all of these things that were said here tonight, just powerful messages of love, powerful messages of life, how to live your life, how to get through life, and the examples of the young people who stood up and told their stories. It's something for all of us, especially those of us that are older. We're proud to hear that. That means something's going on right. And blessings to everyone here, and for make the New Year's a new year for you. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Amen. Amen. Amen.